Hey, what's going on? It's Ultimate Self, and today we're going to talk about the deceleration phase. All right, now so in reality, at least based on how I teach it or how I see things progressing in sprinting, there's only two real phases. All right, you can call it three. There's the takeoff or the initial release from the blocks. I guess we can call that a phase. The reaction time, all that stuff. We just put them all into one. We'll call that phase one. We'll call that a reaction or the get off or whatever it's called, whatever you want to call it. And then after that is the dry phase. All right, that's the single most important part of your race, the dry phase. You do not want to mess that up. All right, so after the dry phase, then we have the maintenance phase, or the max velocity, not maintenance, sorry. The max velocity phase. I believe that is your last phase, because everything else after that is pretty much just holding on to what you just built up. And in order for you to hold on to the maximum velocity, you have to have good form anyway. So therefore, everything you can just lump it into all into one. Maximum velocity, that's pretty much the end of the race. You hold that until the very end. But there is a deceleration point of your race where your body is basically tired, and then you're gonna start slowing down, and everyone gets into this. Now the signs say that everyone has to go into deceleration phase. I don't necessarily believe that. I believe all things are possible, but no one has done it yet, so we're just gonna go with science for now, or what they call science, their predictions. If you watch me enough, you know that I don't go with the trend. I create my own trend based on science, because there's a lot of their predictions that have been made that they're not. It doesn't make any sense if you just look at the pure science. Moving forward, we're talking about deceleration phase. So after the max velocity phase, which is pretty much holding everything you've gathered or you built up during the dry phase, you go into a point in your race where you start to slow down. Now, those who are able to maintain their form the best in this phase, these are the ones that tend to hold their speed the longest or decelerate the slowest. You can look at Usain Bolt. He can pretty much hold his speed throughout the whole thing. He barely drops, so he does great in that. If you looked at Ben Johnson, infamous 88 race, he pretty much held his form throughout. He held his speed throughout the whole race, which is phenomenal. There's many other people that what's his name? Carl Lewis does it really well. There's a lot of people who hold their form really well throughout the whole entire race. If you can do that, then you tend to lose less of the speed that you built up, and that is key to coming out on top. So let's say you built up your speed in your dry phase and you're on top speed, but you don't have the stamina to sustain that speed. You're gonna fall back. Even though you started out in front, you're gonna fall back, and then everybody's just gonna zoom past you because you can't maintain that speed. That's why it's so important to have the strength, the form, and the fortitude, the mental fortitude, to be able to hold on to that speed that you've gathered. You work so hard to gather in the dry phase. Now, we're going to be talking a little bit more about the true process of becoming faster in our next video. I'm going to be posting the next video pretty soon. I probably, you know what, I'll just post the two videos together, because I've been slacking a bit, so I owe you guys that. I'll post the two videos together, so after this video you can just go watch that video as well, and that's the actual mechanics to running fast. All right, this mechanics, you're gonna pretty much hold this mechanics throughout the whole run, from start to finish. You're gonna hold the mechanics. So let's get into it. Check out the next video. All right, see you guys in the next video. Bye.